It's the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on.
Entering play call screen.
Fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive.
Entering play call, coach subject, Y corner, F leg red up, dig wheel, stretch alert X looky. R1 button.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Y off, power, slot fade, stretch, slot fade.
Because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
R1 button. Circle button. Cross button. Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Flankered, red option, high level, red option, dig wheel.
Letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move.
Cross button.
Down.
Audible.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be taken down just shy.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. Jet touch pass. Y off, jet touch pass.
I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Circle button. Circle button.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense.
Cover 3 cloud press.
Making it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
Entering play call, on plan. There are 7. Kitten medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected. Cover 1 key. On plan. There are defend. Cover 2 sync.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected. Cover 1 key. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 sync. Gun plan. Formation. Gun plan. Defend. Man dub. Cover 2. Cover 6. Cover 2 contain.
2nd and 10. Here's Gone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. We have 30 options. RPO zone peak is selected.
And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. This will be
entering play call. Tabu. While red option.
2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we
triangle button. Cross button. R1 button.
And loosen things up.
R1 button. Cross button.
Jones. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Smash.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean
square button.
Playing
R1 button.
Well,
cross button.
Right, the old school fullback doesn't.
Cross button. R1 button.
Same play.
R1 button.
With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style. Where you
entering play call. Coach suggests jet inside zone.
Put guys in that spot who emulate it, but aren't necessarily that position.
Circle button.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. While a red option is selected. Square button. Circle button.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
He did there to make that play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it.
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 presses select. Cover 1. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 sink.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Entering play call. Defend medium. Man double bus.
Coaches,
cover 2 sink.
Turnovers, right?
Cover 2 contain.
And maximizing opportunities.
Punt plan. Coach cover 3. Edge blitz 1. Cover 3 Skype. Cover 3 sky press.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Punt plan. Defend me.
Real estate for him to
cover 2 sink.
Run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The Goff's throw caught here by Metcalf.
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. We have cover 1. Cover 2 press.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. When you
entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
That mold, and he showed it off right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Zone alert X smoke is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button.
Turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
Cross button.
Optimism.
Cross button.
They've improved.
Cross button.
Turnover, you just noted it.
Punch better than the turnover. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Option is set. On plan. There are 7 categories. Defend medium pass. Formation. There are 7 concept. There are inside. QB strike. Inside blitz.
On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they...
Entering play concept. There are 7 formation. There are 7 defend. Tampa 2.
You can see
Cover 2 show 4.
Thought that they've put into their passing game.
Cover 2 sink.
It's evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected. Cover 9 show 2. Cover 2 contain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He's taken down at the 7 after a...
Entering play call, defend, on plan. There are 7 coach
Staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
40 option normal. There are 2 categories. You cover 2 invert, fire zone, cover 3, cover 2 invert.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Raheem.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Entering play call, go double slant.
The Giants
cross button,
the line,
cross button, triangle button, circle button, flat, circle button, triangle button, R1 button, triangle button.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can
entering play call, PHP zone WK.
But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32.
R1 button, square button, triangle button, cross button,
throwing,
square button, triangle button, cross button.
And he will slide to a stop. He does.
Entering play, bench exit, wing power out, across shot.
Some 9 yards and a first.
Cross button.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are quick slants. Clear, run outside. You have 16 options. HB toss is selected.
Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No,
circle button.
2nd and 7.
Triangle button. Come back.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Entering play call, run outside. You have power option. Power red.
Call there, in fact,
action. Plan. Coach suggests spacing.
But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding
cross
its
button.
Here's
cross button.
1st and 10.
Cross, come back. Cross button. Cross button.
Now they'll
triangle button. R1 button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
Here's incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Power even dot. Stretch alert. Puck cross. Stretch alert threaten.
And maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 30.
Cross button. Circle button.
Here's a give to Barkley. They get 6. That'll
entering play call. Clear out south. Flanker spot. Slant stick.
Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Circle button. Triangle button. Cross button. R1 button.
Here's
square button.
From the
R1 button.
Down. And Ingram holds it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Y stick. Brave. Y stick.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Circle button. Cross button.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 cats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
inside zone
of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play.
R1 button. Circle button.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now.
Entering play. A corner HB slip. Power red. HB by W. Red option.
Nice job by them picking up
player. There are 9. From A. I form. Wing. You have HB power O. X slant.
Running play. You're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Circle button. Cross button.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a
R1 button.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down.
Entering play call. Information. There are 9 categories.
Few inches.
Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB toss is selected.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cross button.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
The Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, Not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies.
Entering onside kickoff left.
The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they
entering play call, coach suggestions. On plan,
they were eager, amped
man
up
double
on the field
cover
after
to
just
sink.
scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Spread.
Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 1-0.
Ball right back.
Cover to sink.
Your friend, old
cover
momentum.
1.
He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert
cover
here,
6 invert.
guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Their lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Y corner is selected.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Cross button, circle button, circle button,
but still work.
Cross button, circle button, square button, cross button, square button,
2-minute
cross button.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return stops at the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point up and good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30. AHD, Salem, White Rail, Flood.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty.
Square button, R1 button,
See if they can do
square
better.
button, R1 button, cross button, cross button, circle button, triangle button,
See what happens.
R1 button,
Trying to shake off
L2
the
button,
interception from the
R1 button,
He'll look to
R1 button, L2 button, L2 button.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard.
Entering play call,
Nice
coach
work.
suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD slip screen is selected.
Job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Circle button, square button, cross button, circle button, triangle button, L2 button, triangle button, L2 button, L2 button,
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid.
cross button, R1 button, cross button.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Y corner is selected.
30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Circle button, R1 button, compact, triangle button, triangle button,
9.
triangle button,
He's going to fire this thing deep right side.
triangle button.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by a V2 metal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Back, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker
Spread.
room. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Losing the game and the team still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
Cover 4 pawns.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense.
Cover 3 sky, cover 3 cloud press.
Down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to
Entering dumpling adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
EA Sports
Throw it
halftime.
medium.
Coach.
Defend medium pass.
Okay.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
3. Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 cloud, gun plan, formation, there are concept, there man blitz, there are 9 categories, you have 87 options, LB dogs is selected, spread.
The first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team.
Entering play concept,
position they're in.
recent coach suggestions, recent plays, there are 7 coach suggestions, there are 7 categories, you have 30 options, cover 1 LB blitz, press is selected.
Take care of the ball.
From the 29, Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away. And it
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Yeah, he's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Sack of the game instead. They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, stretch alert X looky is selected.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Cross button.
Parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, wing HD dive is selected.
Terrific here.
R1 button. Cross button. Cross button.
Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards that time.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, Y corner.
Previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Flushed out.
Circle button.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of every.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Not to take a
formation. There are
field. It brings up 3rd down.
Option is empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd.
Triangle,
the big
backs
play to
protect.
start the drive. Not much sense.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Back to throw.
Square button.
Jones throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, the Giants.
Entering play call, empty base flex, formation.
6
Coach
points.
suggestion, Y stick, AHB power G.
Right there, because when you're trailing
Audible.
this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's
Triangle button.
process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get.
Triangle button. Cross button.
Was a loss.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Entering play call. Double slants.
There they keep
inside zone. Quick slants.
And now the Lions.
Entering play spacing. PHP power O.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third.
Circle button.
So
cross button.
But now
square button.
Third and goal.
Square button. Triangle button. Square button. R1 button. Square button. Cross button. Circle button.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 match.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Complete formation. Error. Concept. Error. Man. Center.
Formation. Those tight ends block pretty well.
Pinch up 0.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a
Entering play call. Man blitz. There are 9 concept.
The running game's been
Coach plan. There are 6 defend medium. Man double bus.
I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second and 8 coming up.
Give cushion.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 presses.
50%. He's under 50%.
Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop.
But it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 presses selected.
Goal.
Gun plan. Coach suggestions. Gun plan. Coach cover. Concept. Formation. Man blitz. There are 9 categories. You have 87 options. LB dogs is selected.
Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. Man blitz. There are 9 categories. You have 87 options. LB dogs is selected.
This situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Swift. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Swift again. No gain on the play.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Complete formation. There back press. Formation. There under play call.
Does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the
entering play call. Coach suggests twice to red option. F0. Zone alert X. Strum flood. Stretch alert X. Looky. Plant player. Throw it medium. Empty and up power O.
And pick it off.
The Giants offense at the line.
Cross button.
Their next drive.
Cross button.
They coming off a
Cross
touchdown.
button.
Last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their
Square button.
the football back.
So now
R1 button. Triangle button.
Plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back. Momentum may be shifting in their favor.
No game.
Enter on plan. Coach suggestion. Up stretch alert X. Looky.
Even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make it.
R1 button.
Yes, but that
Circle button.
quickly.
Circle button. Circle button. Circle button.
Down.
R1 button. R1 button.
Pressure right. Oh, he's going to look
Square button.
for Barkley. And that goes.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 actions. Corner strike is selected.
Maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hitch corner. Middle high low. Vertic. Middle high low.
This offense in desperate need of a
Cross
conversion as they
backs
come up on
protect.
third down.
Cross button. Cross button. Square button.
Operating
Square
from
button.
Jones.
Square button.
Flush
R1 button. Square button.
run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Square button.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. But sometimes
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
extra point try, good by Kitten.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it.
Entering play call. Over. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was...
Entering play call. Over. Tempo.
What do you think?
Formation. Errors. On plan. Defend weak.
But he also...
Man double bus.
The end zone
Cover 2 sing.
be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
So my goodness.
Flanker drive. Flanker drive.
Turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different
Triangle button.
second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got
Entering play call. Slants to blood red option.
Pushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Cross button. Triangle button.
This is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way.
Entering play call.
Time they get him by.
PhD slip. On plan. Throw it medium.
Yards.
Level switch. Ceiling. Triangle button.
And that is
Entering play call. Throw it medium. You have empty and pop. Kick curl. Corner strike.
Sports. 13 yards remaining on second.
Square button. Flat. Cross button. Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button.
Back to
R1 button.
Jones.
Triangle button.
Forced out
R1 button.
Going deep.
Square button.
For Ross. And all the way in.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
The Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchdown.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 1-0 for options. Cover 2, cover 1 Keith. Cover 2 drop.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And they're going to stop it right at the line.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. We have 1-0 for options. Cover 2 press is selected. Tempo 2, cover 9 show here.
Well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Right corner.
Interception, and I just
Power
have
red.
to check my math.
Jet touch pass.
Now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double
Circle button. Square button.
When you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected. R1 button. Audible.
Again, it's Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. 23 yards on the pick.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Y corner. AHD inside zone.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Cross button.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today.
Entering play call. Stick.
Anywhere.
AHD power. Ravens Y shallow. Ravens pass spacing.
Bottle him up, but he's having a really
Inside zone.
I agree with that. Let's just go
Roll combo.
right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't
Circle
you?
button.
Having a good game,
Cross button.
feeding them.
Triangle button. Cross button.
looking to throw.
Cross button.
Down.
R1 button.
Rolling to his right to Barkley on the check down.
Entering play call. Texas. F leg red op. Quick slants.
He's already proven to be a
AHD leg dive.
game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
Square button.
Being
Triangle button.
and catch it.
Cross button.
Efficiency.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
3rd down.
Square button.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up in.
Entering play call. Search suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 34 yards is selected.
The attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Gano's kick is good.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
For much of this game, this is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know.
Entering play call, cover 1 Keith.
And he seized his.
Cover 2 sink.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he got blown up.
Entering play call, defend. Man double, cover 9 show you.
Time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Audible.
Play action. It's gone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the side.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. We have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected. Cover 1. Cover 2 sink.
That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting
Cover 2 press.
that big play right there.
Cover 6 invert.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Entering play call, defend me. Man double bus, cover 2 sink.
Things just haven't been true.
Cover 4 quarters.
What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They try to throw on second down.
Entering play call, defend.
Now offensively, it's
Cover 2 sink.
and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a
Cover
big
2 sink.
Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Goff. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a...
Entering play call, defend.
To get the third down.
Cover 1 hole. Cover 4 quarters.
Partner and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Entering plan errors. Coach confirmation. For special team.
Because they know they take the lead with a
Auction is set to 3-3-5 odds. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
There's some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, Goff. That completes it again to Metcalf.
Entering play call formation. There are 4
back-to-back receptions.
40 option normal. There are 2 category. Cover 2 in 5. Cover 2 invert.
Throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 slants. HB dive. Twice to FD empty ends. FD dive.
I know that I am
FD dive.
And I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe.
Cross button. Cross button.
Position. Ball security paramount. They turn the ball over. Terrible.
And just a short.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. FD dive is selected.
Separating these two.
Entering play. AHB red counter cash.
So it's Giants football.
D-pad right button.
Back. So
D-pad right button.
You'd have to figure.
Cross button.
11.
Triangle button. Circle button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Jones going
Square
deep.
button.
Field for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross. 90.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Get over the extra.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So
Entering play call. Over. There are 4 categories. Tampa 2. Cover 3 sky.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Spread. Spread.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20.
Entering play 26 to empty end zone weak. PHP power, up sweep red eye, one player, there formation, there inside zone, concept, there option is set, option is set, sweep, there are 10 categories, you have 3 options, HP toss is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have...
Entering play call, sweep, there are 10 categories. You have 3 options. HP toss is selected.
We have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Cross button.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he roams across the 20 to the 24.
Entering play call, sweep, there are 10. String play call.
Timeouts. As they get the stoppage.
Concept.
50
Player.
seconds
There
remaining.
coach suggestions. There Ravens trail. R1 button. Cross button. Cross button. Square button. Hot roots. Cross button. Circle button. Cross button.
Now
Triangle button. Cross button. Triangle button.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Honda selected.
Got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Great blocking, nearly.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And this is caught. And he takes it down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're going to use the
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
4th.
Gun plan. There are 7. Formation. Donald. 40. Option. Normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is selected.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Watching this one right here, who gave up. Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game deciding.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy.
Entering play. Hail Mary. Player from goal. Gun. Split wing. Option is set. Option is set. Normal. Escape. Mesh spot. Escape. Mesh spot.
The Giants offense.
Triangle button.
Ready to
Circle button.
Drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick.
Cross button.
Maybe take
Circle button. Square button. Circle button.
You've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an
Entering. Double slant. Escape. Mesh spot. Double slant.
People in the end zone in a cluster.
Formation.
Guy that's short of the end zone who comes
Option. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected. Circle button. Cross. Audible. Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
He's going to let it fly.
Square button.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds,
Entering.
we get a timeout call.
Levels. Verticals. Stick. Levels with verticals. Formation. Option is set. Empty. WR. WR screen.
So now then, the big
Circle button. Max protect. Circle button.
10.
Cross button. Flat. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week.
Report players stats.
Dallas to take on the Cowboys.